Hello, everyone. Welcome to our first week of Education 594, where we will be studying the nature and needs of gifted students. If you've made it this far, congratulations. That means you have completed our course orientation module, and you hopefully now have an understanding of how the online course works. That being said, I do want to introduce myself one more time in case you did not watch, but my name is Dr. Catalana, and usually my students here call me Dr. Cat. I know many of you already, which is exciting, but for those of you who do not know me, please know that I really encourage my students to interact with me face to face. So my office hours are posted, and I'd be happy to meet with you. One note, I do also teach an evening class this semester on Tuesday nights. So if any of you are not able to make office hours during the day, I'd be more than happy to set up a time to meet with you during the evenings as well. Of course, you're always willing or able, rather, to call my office phone, and we can even set up a time to video chat via our Blackboard tools. So that being said, I want to give you some information about these videos. Although this is a fully online course, I really like to make it feel as face-to-face as possible. And I post what I call a welcome video at the start of every week. This is a short video that simply allows me to say, welcome to the week. This is what we will be studying in our learning module. This is how it connects to last week. And I'll give a brief overview of some responses from the previous week, and also some tips and pointers for the week to come. I would highly encourage you to please watch these videos, whether you're cleaning your kitchen at the same time or you download it on your phone and you're driving somewhere. It really is effective to watch the videos first and then to kind of jump into all of the material. So that's important, and hopefully I have convinced you to do so. So that being said, what is happening this week? So as you will see on our syllabus, this is the only module, our first learning module, that takes 3 weeks. And the primary purpose of that is I like for this week to be mainly dedicated to encouraging you to feel comfortable in an online setting, to navigate through our course, to understand what it looks like to open these case studies, to view various videos. So your first assignment is just to familiarize yourself with the course website. Again, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out. Beyond that, we have our introductory discussion board post due this week. As you have seen in the syllabus, I pretty much run this class from a Monday to a Sunday schedule. So briefly, what that means is if you have a discussion board post, your initial discussion board posts are always due Friday evenings. Now, that doesn't mean you have to turn it in Friday evening. It means I'm giving you the entire week to do it. So I have a lot of students who will turn in their discussion board posts first thing Monday morning because that's what works best for them. But I realize that as this is a graduate class, some of you are working full-time. So some of you need to work on Tuesday evenings and not Monday mornings or some other time of the week. So I try to give you as much flexibility as possible. So with the discussion board posts, again, your initial response is due Friday evenings, and then by Sunday evenings, you need to respond to at least 2 of those responses. Beyond that, other assignments are typically due on Sunday evenings. I will say that our syllabus looks intimidating, but it's really more of me being as detailed as possible and giving you all of the updates about when everything is due. So just a general rule for you, if it's a discussion board week, you initially post Friday and then you react by Sunday. If it's an assignment week, as you'll see they alternate, then that assignment will be due Sunday evening. There are some exceptions, but again, those are already noted on Blackboard for you. So this introductory discussion post is weighted just as heavily as our other discussion posts, so it's a great opportunity for you to start off the class well and earn 10 points, which is great. So your initial post would be due Friday. So that is this Friday, August 23rd. So please post your initial discussion, just introducing yourself. There's a couple of prompts I gave you on our discussion board. And before Sunday evening, make sure you take the time to look through that discussion board and respond to at least 2 of your classmates. That gives me a wonderful way to meet you, and also you guys a good opportunity to kind of familiarize yourself with how this works. So beyond doing the introduction posts, I also want you to take the myths and reality quiz. This will be a foundation of an assignment we'll do in 2 weeks. This is not graded, so fear not. But I do want you to follow the link under assignments and take this myths and realities quiz. These are common myths about gifted education, and before we study anything, I'd love to see how much you know, how much you think you know, and more importantly, it's just a great quiz to kind of like check yourself and realize that there's a lot about gifted students that we may not know. As a disclaimer, I always take this quiz and I research this. This is my bread and butter, but some of the answers still surprise me because we have so many deep-held beliefs about what giftedness is, and actually we're often incorrect. So I'd like you to take that quiz. Do not worry about what grade you receive on it, but as you are taking the quiz, please just write down your responses, and then I'd like you to post your responses and your results onto a separate discussion board that's also linked. And that will just ask you to say, which questions did you answer incorrectly, and were you surprised by any of them? This is a great conversation starter for us this semester, so I really enjoy doing this, and I love seeing where people are surprised. That usually changes every year, and it's a really good springboard or diagnostic assessment for us to get started in the class. So again, just for clarification, please, please, please interact as much as possible on Blackboard and make sure you understand how the class is set up. Please review the syllabus. You'll notice that everything in our course is pretty evenly weighted. The only thing that's a little bit heavier is our special topics project, which serves more as our final exam. Typically, students do really well in this class unless they don't keep up. So just be sure that you're staying very organized. Beyond familiarizing yourself with the Blackboard, we have your introductory posts this week. Initial posts are due Friday evening, and responses to those posts are due Sunday evening. Also, you are doing your myths and realities quiz and posting your results and reactions by Sunday evening as well. Hopefully this is a good introduction. Don't be overwhelmed. This is a wonderful course and a really good opportunity for us to get started. I'm not saying much about content on purpose because I want us to go in as a blank slate, and next week we'll really jump into the content. This week is about figuring out what you think you know. So there's a reason I'm not really going into what is giftedness right now, because that's for you to think about this week, and we'll start exploring the literature next week. Okay, thank you, and I hope you all have a wonderful first week.